Kia ora Northland, here we are for the 2017 Northland Rescue Helicopter Appeal. Today we're talking to Monique Cherrington and her son Kiarn. She has quite some story to tell. This will be one of a number of case studies that we will tell through the appeal, which ends in late November. As always, trying to raise critical operational funding for Northland's wonderful air ambulance service, particularly to help it through the busy summer months. Monique, thank you for taking your time.
Right, so when I was pregnant with Kiarn, we found out when I was 20 weeks that he had spina bifida, which is an opening at the spine, and we had regular appointments in Auckland at the time throughout my pregnancy, and had a planned caesarean. Yes. For 38 weeks, but Kiarn decided other things and decided to come out naturally, and since we were living in Kaitaia, it meant that we were 4 to 4.5 hours away from the Auckland specialists. So when I went into labour, we were told we had to go to Whangarei, and then they would actually fly us from Whangarei with the rescue helicopter for Kiarn's safe arrival. So so we got down there, and he eventually came out naturally. And we had all the specialist team there, but because we wouldn't have been in a position if we were in Kaitaia to have him naturally, because we knew that he would have to have aftercare with the specialists to do surgery on him at the time. It was a pretty good flight considering I was full on labour at the time. We had good views. Yeah, the flight, it was great. It was probably my second time in a helicopter, so I was pretty okay with it. My husband, he was enjoying the view, and we had a great team on board at the time, so I couldn't have wished for more support going through what we were going through and heading down there to a sort of unknown situation with Kiarn.
Yes, a very traumatic time, and the staff really do put you at ease, don't they?
They do, yeah, they do, yeah.
So just the one flight?
So just the one flight at that stage, yep. We just had the one flight from Whangarei down to Auckland.
And a very healthy young man.
And here he is, living to tell the tale, really.
He was pretty chipper meeting us at the door there, welcoming us to your home at One Tree Point here.
Thank you, yes. He's a pretty lively kid, really. He warms a lot of hearts, I think, and when he meets people, and is proven to be more than what the doctors expected at the time.
Without that chopper ride, could things have been quite different?
I think so, yeah. Because it was such an unknown as to what his condition, how it would be at the time, and when we had things lined up for we would be in Auckland when he was coming, but like I say, he decided otherwise, and has wanted to prove that he was going to be pretty robust and determined. Obviously time went on, and we 18 months ago I'd just given birth to our third son, and I had my mother staying down here helping us as well, and my dad was up north, and he had a cardiac arrest, and he had to be choppered out to Auckland as well. So we've had two times where we've had to use the rescue helicopter, and so we're forever grateful for them to be available for us, especially when we were in different communities and further away from being in rural communities and further away at the time. So Dad was the same, and he wouldn't have survived without them as well. So,
well, it's great to have you on board for the 2017 appeal.
Yeah.
I guess having been through it personally, and then close whānau interaction as well with your dad, what's your message for Northlanders and I guess Kiwis who come to the North in the holiday season?
Like I say, we're just forever grateful. We've got 2 lives here in my family in particular that we wouldn't have if we didn't have the access to the chopper, and I just think for everyone else that's out there, support them when you can. We are smaller communities up in Northland. There's a lot of smaller communities, and it's just knowing that we have got that support from the rescue helicopter team. Just makes a big difference to how comfortable you feel in your environments and things like that. Yeah.
Fantastic. Kiarn, would you have anything to say?
Thank you.
Oh, good boy. So there you have it, Northland. Monique and Kaitaia Cherrington, fabulous story. And once again, just proof that Northland Rescue Chopper saves lives anytime, and you just never know when you might need it.